Today we're going to talk about 20 unpopular opinions. This is just a little quick video that I just thought of. Yeah, and write down your hot takes in the comments below. Number one, I say Stranger Things map is bad. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's not. I don't know why people like that. That was the only bad thing about that whole chapter. The killer was good. Survivors are good. We love them. But the map, I'm gonna be honest, when Netflix got rid of Stranger Things, I was glad the map was gone, 100%. I think it visually looks good, but I don't think there's any map that visually looks bad. I feel like the dev art team, they do that. They mash work. Gameplay wise, it sucks. Especially that gen in our 3 stories. It's claustrophobic, right, which is good if you're up against a stealth killer. It can make it scary, but I don't care. Playing as killer to always check on that gen, that's so long. It's just not even worth it. And except for the gen, there's no reason to even go up there because the loops there is just awful. The map is trash. The map's not good. Alright, second is Death Hard and Ruin. They did not deserve the nerf. Now, me personally, Death Hard and Ruin, as peak, balance wise, was Ruin when it was 200%, the gen regression 200%, and Death Hard was pretty much the last update it had. Because think about Death Hard, obviously there's all the normal ways that you could just wait it out. If you think they're gonna wait it out, you can swing early. Because if you swing instantly, there's no reaction, you just die instantly, right? Death Singer Legion, they counter it completely. You can run certain perks, or you can have certain add-ons to certain perks to counter the exhaustion. There were more ways, and it wasn't guaranteed. And it wasn't guaranteed. Oh, he got the loop. He gets to continue the loop because he just hold E and he made distance. You know what I'm saying? He has to outplay you in order for that to happen, right? I think the problem was them situations that were it was very tight where they dead hard near the pallet. So if it's too early, they get the dead hard. Too late, they get the start. You have to get the right timing, and it is kind of tight. I'm gonna be honest, it's very tight. And I'm guessing the other thing is the devs just was tired of seeing Death Hard because ever since David got out, the perks always been meta, and the same with Ruin. Onto Ruin, 200%. I thought that was balanced. I thought it was good on mobility killers. 100%. You compare with Surveillance, which I thought Surveillance was a pretty balanced perk. I never see Surveillance anymore. There's no point of running Surveillance where you can run Columbine or Eruption nowadays. I don't know. I thought it was good. It's good slowdown. I didn't see anyone complain about Ruin being at 200, except long time ago when people thought it got nerfed. Because when Ruin the gen was red, it's kind of like Pentamento with the skill checks. The generator will regress if you hit a good skill check. When it got changed to 200, some people were complaining, but I don't think people were complaining about the 200% in itself. I think, again, Dead Hard, they're tired of seeing the perk, and they don't want to see it no more. I think Ruin got a worse achievement than Dead Hard, to be honest. Because man said 100, you can make it work, but why is it when a survivor dies, the perk doesn't work no more? What? That's not fair. So not fair. Especially since normal regression is trash. It's 20-second regression, 5-second progression. It's not good at all, but whatever. Number 3, the night chapter was a good one. I think it's the Forge in Fog. That was a good chapter. I think the main problem people had was Columbine Eruption with dim perks were at its peak. I'm talking about killers that didn't have mobility, were running them consistently. We all knew Columbine was going to get nerfed because it was basically Ruin before it got nerfed, and not Eruption. Surveillance, I mean it's Gearhead now, but Surveillance combined. What? And you could have turned it off. Of course that perk would be meta, and Eruption was just too long. So yeah, and people would just complain about that. Night is good at free genning. The map isn't bad if you play a mobility killer, which in my opinion, the mobility killers are the most fun in the game. But if you're playing mobility killer, it's fine. I don't think it's really a bad map. But if you're not, I can understand why you dislike the map. The survivor, I'm gonna be honest, the killer was better than the survivor overall, even though more people are, I guess, thirsty for the Survivor, but it's whatever. Aside from that, I think overall, it was a good chapter. Not one of the best, not even top 10. No. But I think people said it was bad. I don't think it was bad. I think it was a decent chapter. I just think it was outside things, mainly. You know, again, Columbine Eruption, Overcharge. I forgot about Overcharge, but it was mainly Columbine Eruption. Mainly them 3 perks, and because Knight was good with them 3 perks, that's why people dislike it. But I think Knight is a good killer to play as, and I think the chapter was good overall. Number 4, Freddy is more fun now than on release. Than he was on release. 100%. You can't even debate this. You cannot. For the people that say he's more fun on release, what is fun about Freddy on release? Tell me one. The survivors, you can see them, but they can't see you. That's like playing like any other stealth killer, and you don't even get the drop on them. Like what? You get nothing. Oh, I know where they are. They don't know where me. I put them to sleep. They know where you are now. How do you put them to sleep? They know you're close. It's not like Myers that it's best. Oh, you can get a grab. At Ghostface, at best, you get a one shot. Sodako, Wraith, you get a hit, or with certain, you get a hit. With Wraith add-on, red add-on, you get a free grab. Every other stealth killer can do the exact same thing with less of a warning. Shit, even Pig can do it less than a warning. Not when she rolls, but like when she gets up. The Slink is like more silent, I would say. I've seen videos of Pigs getting grabbed. You can never get a grab as a Freddy. That's not really the point. The point is like the stealth is useless. It's more of a hassle. You play as Survivor, it's like what, Pentamento and Phanophobia combine. You have to get out of Dream World. So it's just a back and forth between the Freddy and survivors. Got to put them to Dream World. That I can hit them as a basic M1 killer. Nothing special. It's nothing. I could just hit them. I have not I got information. So what? You can play Doctor and you get the anti-loop and they can scream. Or you can play Legion. You know, you move over pallets. You're fast. You deep wound. Like the other killers literally can do same thing, if not better. Freddy now is more fun. They buff Snares. Snares got a shadow buff. I wouldn't say they directly buffed him. You can play Snares through walls. That's fun if you pull it off. Snares is stronger than Pallets, so when you do it, it's more fun. Pallets, everyone likes Pallets. Even people that despise Freddy's, they're comfortable with Pallets. Pallets is, no one has a problem with Pallets. The teleport, you can do mind games. There's so much more. The killer is more in depth. And it's more fun, especially with Palette Freddy, for both sides. So I'm gonna tell you again, what is fun about Freddy on release? Nothing. He's not fun. Freddy on release is not fun. Number 5, the Skull Merchant is more fun to play against than to play as. Now to play as, I say she's alright. Like, not really special. It's alright. It's alright. But to play against, I think she's actually more fun. I think it's more. Yeah, it's more fun. It's like 50-50s, but most people, they're like, it's like, let's say you're in the drone. You could, if you want to, loop inside the drone. Like, if you're really comfortable, you can loop inside the drone. Or you can get out. Let's say you're doing a gen, and there's a drone that's that's deactivated, but it's like spinning, right? You could go in, you know, hit the skill checks, which these are unique skill checks, which I like. You know, the dev should do more of that. Unique skill checks, you can do that. Or you could do the gen and angle that it can't reveal you. But if she turns it on, then she knows your location. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple different things, again, with Skull Merchant. Again, the reason people don't like her is because she's probably like, she can hold 3 gens better than the Knight. It's on the same level as Hag, if not better, honestly. It was the end, but you can still Columbine, Eruption, Overcharge, you know what I'm saying? Like, people didn't like them perks at the time. They've called off a bit, but again, at the time, the people despise the perk. You know what I'm saying? You start a new gen. Oh, she kicked the gen when it was at 2%. Now you have to wait 25 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think it's more fun to play against than to play as. There's more stuff against Skull Merchant. There's more stuff when you're playing a survivor against a Skull Merchant than a Skull Merchant has on you as a survivor. I think she's average fun when you play as her. Number 6, RPD isn't a bad map. I think it's quite fun. I don't think it's that bad. I think it was worse when it was bigger. Some people said, I saw when the rework came out. Look, some people, they were in the comments, oh, the map is worse. You're tripping. The map was better. The map is like, it's better in half than overall. Especially when was like the library bookshelf. That first floor, that was too much. That was too much. It's too big, especially for inside map. You have to go everywhere. So it was good that they blocked that off and they cut off the map. They cut it in half. That was good. There's more loops that are like 50-50 where the killer can get the hit, but it's not like old RPD. Oh, it's a god pallet, pre-drop. Oh, it's an unsafe pallet, I gotta run away or I just take the hit. You know what I'm saying? It's more fun, more interaction in the chase. It's not a bad map. I don't think it's bad. It's kind of fun. I say if you understand where to loop, you can loop good. You can loop good. I don't think it's even bad like that anyway. It's not bad. Number 7. Pinhead is not hard to go against the solo queue at all. I say over time he's gotten like easier for solo queue, you know, especially since the survivor HUD. Sorry, the survivor icons, you know. Oh, you know who's got the box, you know when the killer's chasing, you know when the killer's picking up, you know when the killer's, you know what I'm saying? Now because the survivors overall, they understand what Pinhead is doing, you're less likely to get like fucked over. It's more of like it depends. It's more of the survivor as an individual. If they're all like someone else will go get it and then nobody gets it, then that's a problem. But the thing is, it's like I feel like one kindred, the problem is solved, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's more of like an individual thing, not really like a killer is BS. Number 8, the Roots or Dredge wouldn't have been one of the best chapters in the game if the map was good. I 100% agree with this. I've seen some people use Hattie's perks. They're not inner focus is god awful, but the other perks I've seen survivors run it. Hattie, I barely see her. I do play her, but I see her perks. Dredge, definitely see his perk. Darkness Reveal, 100%. I forgot his other perks, but definitely, yeah. He's got not bad perks. You know what I'm saying? They work in certain builds. Decent perks. They don't disrupt the meta too much. No one was. I don't think anyone was complaining about any of their perks. Design wise, the monster. Why do you design wise? Oh, they're so good, so good. I love that the devs are doing more monster killers. Obviously Demo, he's out, but we've got Demo, Dredge himself, and the new killer Singularity. Good. I love. Keep doing more. It's more fun. I love it, and then because especially in the future, because me personally, I really want Alien crossover. It's gonna be much easier for the devs to do that. 100%. That's what I like. That's what I really like. So the only problem is the map itself, because the map is so big and like near Shack to the car loop with the window. It's just back to back good loops.
Window, pallet, window, pallet, pallet, window, pallet, pallet, window. 2 more pallets.
That you can just hold W3. You don't even need to like. If that was more spacious, then the map in general will be more balanced. Main building is kind of painful, but you can get around it. That window is like. I should be able to use it once. The main building is not that bad. I think the God Pilot does make it feel bad though. But it's mainly the Shack to that car loop. Oh my god, so many back-to-back loops. It's not even RNG. That's basically fixed. They need to patent that. But if they patent that, it would have been one of the best chapters ever in Dead by Daylight's history, in my opinion. Number 9, Hag's a fun killer, bro. I will admit, fun to play against? Nope. Probably be one of the worst, I can guarantee it. Especially since most Hags, they're not good. So when they get someone on the hook, they camp. And when I mean camp, I don't mean place a trap and then leave the area. I'm talking about place a trap and there's still eyewitness. And they're still like nearby. You can still hear their tail rages and they're in the trap. But playing as Hag, so fun. Because it's more of like a mental like dopamine that you get. Like when a trap goes off and you get that hit, especially, it's so good, so fucking good. And obviously, most survivors, they like the chase. Hag doesn't really chase that much. If you're good with Hag, you don't chase that much. You normally They activate the trap, you spring out, you slap him. If they get away, okay, they're going to be injured or more likely to be injured. If they don't get away, they step on another trap and then you hit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more of, from the survivor's point of view, it's more of a cheap shot. But from your point of view, it's like, I just outplayed the survivor. I'm mashing work. Nobody's on gens. Like, you feel good. Fun killer to play as. But to play against, I can't understand why no one likes it. Number 10, wins opportunity is not overpowered. I've seen a couple people complain about it, but let's be honest, this perk is not overpowered. I don't think they should ever nerf this perk. It's really not. Some people say it should get a cooldown. I'm a killer main. It's not overpowered whatsoever. You gotta understand, it's like, I've been saying this, so blindness is good. Blindness is, in my opinion, blindness is the most underrated add-on in the entire game. It is. You get so much value. If it's an add-on, you get so much value. It like, oh my day, it's so good. Because let's be honest, we want to keep it for real. You should expect a survivor to have, you should expect a team to have at least one aura reading perk. And even if they don't have, no, you should expect a team to have one aura reading perk. I can play 10 games straight with a blindness add-on, and I know I'll get consistent value in every single one of them because I know one survivor will have a blindness, an aura reading perk that I'm preventing. You might prevent them from seeing their teammates so they can't get a heal. You can get a drop, you can get a free hook for that. You could be preventing them from them seeing your aura or seeing certain totems, like let's say it's heads plaything and their blindness. You're basically undetectable 24/7, and they can't even cleanse it. And obviously, you counter windows. But the thing is with windows is windows just show, yo, there's a loop here. You can connect it to here. So what? So what? If the survivor is good at looping, it's basically Windows base kit in their head anyway. So nerfing this perk's not gonna do nothing. It's not like Dead Hard that makes average survivors above average or makes good survivors, top tier. Like, no, it can, but that's more of the survivor themselves and the survivor's skill themselves. Oh, there's a pallet here. Oh, there's a bunch of pallets here. Okay, I'm gonna run here. I was gonna go run left because it's close to pallet, but I can run to the right. You can outplay it with blindness. Again, if the survivor's not even good at looping, you can still outplay it. Like, there's so many things you can do. It's not overpowered at all, in my opinion. And me personally, I'd rather Windows than Dead Hard any day of the week. That's what I'm saying. Number 11, Iron Will shouldn't have been kept. They shouldn't have kept the exhaustion, but it should not have been 75%. Now, I've seen more spirits, not that many. I guess people are not good at spirits like that, but I've seen more spirits. Damn, because I'm pretty sure Strider does counter Iron Will. That's not good. I don't think people had a problem with Iron Will like that though. Like, it wasn't like, obviously if you're a spirit main, it's not good, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Some killers, they benefit from it. We go back to number 9. Hag benefits from Iron Will. And when it was meta, it didn't matter. You activate the trap that has nothing to do with your sound. You're getting slapped. Oh, Plague, Nemesis. Oh, you cough during, Iron Will doesn't hide coughs. You can get slapped still. So there was ways the killers can counter it. It doesn't hide aura reading. You can still scream. I didn't see the problem with it. I think it was mainly mind games that was the problem. The problem with Iron Will that people had, I say, you was more quiet with Iron Will than being healthy. And I think that was the one and only problem people had. But I'm pretty sure the devs fix that or hot fix it in general. Especially, I don't remember if they put in a patch notes, but they were oh, Ace, he's quiet, he has a built-in Iron Will. We're gonna raise his volume up. And then we're going to make sure that people in general, Iron Will is going to be the same level if you have the perk equipped. I don't know. I don't think the perk was bad. I think in Chase is basically 100. If you're in the locker, the killer's probably not going to hear you. The 75% is good enough. I say the real kick in the gut is Off the Record does the exact same thing. And two other effects. Yeah, that's shameful. I like the exhaustion nerf. That's really good. You can't lucky break, run around the corner, and then the killer has no idea where you went. He can hear you, he will kill you. I think that was more balanced, and the killers can actually do something about that Iron Will. But the 75%, me personally, I think it was unnecessary. Number 12, Trickster shouldn't have got his Trickster's add-ons for the CDs. I think he's got CD add-ons. It's the music shouldn't change like the Legion. So the Legion, they got mixtape add-ons, and the mixtape they would change with the music. Me personally, I feel like Trickster shouldn't have got this first. Trickstar is a musician. And I'm gonna be honest, Trix is probably the lamest design killer in the entire game. Not scary whatsoever. Like, you pick K-pop, like, out all genres, K-pop, you could have picked, like, metal, rock. The nigga would have been way more scarier. Nah, man. That's not even a personal attack. I'm just saying, you could have picked more scary genres. A killer that kills people, he tortures people, then he kills them, and then their screams, he puts him in a trap. Why is the entity not letting him cook in the studio, man? What's going on? Legion got it. Tracer should get it. Tracer makes more sense to get it lore-wise. It'll probably make it more scarier. I'm gonna be honest, Tracer needs a rework anyway, but that's not really a hot take. That's like, everyone kind of agrees with that. But the CD, he definitely shouldn't have got that. 100%. Number 13. Noed was never a good perk. It's not. The reason people complain about Noed is because, especially in solo queue, if you get hit with Noed and then get hurt, your team's just going to leave you. They're not going to back it. With the Noed now, they're more likely to back it because they can wait or resurgence on the hook. And then obviously again wait, cleanse the totem, and then yeah. The thing is, No Way Out does it so much better in almost every single way. Honestly, the Noed, the increased speed is better than the one-shot capabilities. Like, it's probably because Noed is free. Let's be honest, the survivor's not going to cleanse all 5 totems. That's very rare for it to happen. You have to go out of your way to make him cleanse a couple of totems. So if they cleanse all 5, very unlucky for you then. I feel like No Way Out is just better. Obviously, it's because you have to work for the No Way Out. You know, you have to hook all 4 survivors, and No Way just you get it instantly. And I'm guessing, you know, imagine from the survivor's point of view, I'll use Smash and Work. The killer was easy. And then he gets some lucky 4K. Everyone's on the floor, slugged out. I just jumped everything. Oh my god. Everyone's on the floor, laid out. And it doesn't feel like skill. But the thing is, it's just it's not even a good perk like that. It's mainly because people just like, before the nerf, they just, he got no head. I'm not trying to deal with it. You can just die. Like, what? The thing is, I feel like Say the Best for Last can do the exact same thing. Unless there's 4 survivors, unless like you didn't kill anyone until the exit gates are open, which makes more sense. If it's like 3, 1 person on the hook, 2 saves, you can win. You can win that. I've won games that 4-man exit gates and I killed them all. But like still, I've won. But it's much easier with 3 of them, and it's much better with No Way Out because they're not gonna open the gate and instantly leave. They're gonna get the hook, you're gonna get the down. Cool, now I can chase someone else. Pressure them too. Say no more. It's much better. That's why I don't think it was ever a good perk. Like, it's not really that good. Honestly, the 4% is better than the one-shot capabilities, honestly. Because it can count, because it soft counters hope. So like, yeah. But it was never good. I feel like Bloodwound is a more fun perk. I wouldn't say stronger. No Way Out, literally strongest end game perk in the entire game. I think it's because No Way you get it for free. You can't see it to an extent. So that's the reason it got nerfed. I think the nerf is fine. The nerf is healthy. I haven't been seeing it at all. I know a lot of survivor mains dislike No Way. So best whatever anyway. And again, No Way Out, better perk, and it's more healthy for the game anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Number 14. Mother's Dwelling was worse from the rework. Now I feel like it's very clear. It's more debris in the map. I feel like killers like Wesker never played on the. I don't think. Yeah. I feel like that was one of the best for like a killer like Hillbilly. I don't think it's the worst, but it's definitely gotten worse for him. I feel like the debris is good against maybe like a kill against Nurse, but the debris is not that high. It's also the thing with, you know, the tempo of purgation. But because I feel like that map is smaller, it gets a couple of leeway. Because especially if you see our main building, like near the entrance, the front bit of main building, you can see so far. So with the more debris, it's like whatever. There's also like them big rocks that gens on. It's alright. Number 15. I feel like the devs they're like collaborating with FNAF would be bad gameplay wise. Obviously money wise, amazing. it'll blow up Twitter. Everyone will be gas. I feel like gameplay wise, it will be bad because let's be honest, everyone's Springtrap, right? What would his weapon be? What would his power be? Even in his own game, the guy doesn't attack like that. I've seen videos of fan made. They use like a fire axe, but that looks so weird. Like you're basically recreating life, and you use a fire axe to attack people. I feel like the movie will be interesting too, but again, what would the power be? What would the melee? What the weapon would be as well? I feel like that would be bad. I don't think that really screams FNAF. Why do you think this nigga kills kids? He ain't got no hands, okay? It's very clear. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't think it'll be bad for either of them to collab. Again, monitor, like, gameplay wise. The map, I feel like you could do a decent job on the map. But gameplay, like, Chase, I don't know. I don't think the kid will be good like that. I don't think it would represent Springtrap like that. I feel like people will complain, kind of like the Freddy, at least the B-work of Freddy, when people were complaining, always not like Freddy, like, especially since it was the 2010 Freddy. I don't think it would represent I don't think his power would represent him as FNAF. I feel like the devs will be more likely to miss than hit. Number 16. I'm glad that Ghostface didn't get his own map. Think about the other map in residentials. You got Haddonfield, which was survivor sided. Now it's killer sided, at least in one half of the map. And then Baham, survivor sided. Now, Haddonfield definitely represents Michael. Baham, the main building represents Freddy. The other building is not really. I feel like Ghostface, what would scream, this is a Ghostface map? Except, like, again, like, what the main building. I don't know if you can copy, but, like, you probably copy that from Scream 6. That would be, like, kind of cool. But I feel like, especially since this killer, the Ghostface in Dead by Daylight is not linked to the movies. It's just some tap guy that has blades. So, I don't, like, can the map really represent him? Not really. It kind of just be, like, bland. I feel like he'll be bland. I don't think he'll be good. And that's why I think Ghostface would have been better. That's why I'm glad that he didn't have his own map. I feel like it wouldn't have ruined it. Number 18. Now, they're already going to add this, but I'm still saying it anyway, because the script was older before they announced it. All special items should be special items. What do I mean that? So you see Wesker, Pinhead, Nemesis. They got the vaccine, the box, first aid kit. And compared to Sadako got the DVD. Now, what Sadako is, the survivor can have an item as well as a DVD. But for the other killers, Pinhead, Wesker, Nemesis, nope. You want the med kit and the syringe? That's not happening. You have to pay. That's just like, why would you code that? It should be one or the other. Either let Sadako, you got the DVD, you can't have the toolbox, or you can have the DVD and the toolbox, but everyone else has the same thing. Pinhead, same thing. Nemesis, Wesker, same thing. But they already did it, so I'ma just call it now. I called it first. Mentally, I called it first. I don't care. Number 19. The Dread is a more balanced killer than Demogorgon. I know I'm gonna get someone mad, but I don't care because it's cheap. The reason I think of this is like, Dredge's anti-loop is not like, it's so much that survivors can do. Yeah, you can hold W, you can fight him. If the wall's high, you can trick him. Oh, I'm not gonna move. Oh, he teleported. Now I won the 50-50. 100%. I feel like, yeah. And then, obviously, his teleportation, especially in Nightfall, is good. A lot of people say he should have a lullaby. Nah, I don't think he should have a lullaby at all. I think Nightfall is good for him. I think it's great. You get the drop on survivors. Power recharges quickly. I think it's great. It's balanced. It's not something that the survivors got like nothing about. Because Demogorgon, like, if Demogorgon charges a shred at Shaq, you're getting hit. I'm not saying Demogorgon is not balanced. He is a very balanced killer. But Dredge is like, it feels like if you lose a chase against a Dredge, you would it feels like a Dredge will have to do more to get a drop in chase than Demogorgon. Because Demogorgon anti-loop is really, really good. I feel like people underestimate his anti-loop. It's actually really good. It's like a high B, low A tier anti-loop if we were doing a tier list for that. I'm not saying it's like, obviously not overpowered, but like very good. It's also very hard to counter it. I feel like Dredge is a better design killer as well. But gameplay wise, I think it's more balanced. Better mobility. I say weaker, but are more fun in the chase, which is most important for the survivor main. A better passive slowdown and a better counterplay, I would say. So if the Dread, like, yeah, that's the reason. Not saying Demogorgon's not balanced. He's a balanced killer. I just think Dredge is more balanced. And I'm getting lots of people mad. And then number 20, I think the game is the most balanced ever in this entire game history. If you really think about it, like, what is like the number one problem right now in Dead by Daylight? Well, like Nurse, Blight's add-ons. That's really it. You know, Nurse, like, it's like obviously Nurse, she's always gonna be a problem. You might as well just discredit her. But perk-wise, there is no problem. I don't think there's a perk that people are complaining about right now. Nobody's complaining about no perk. Every perk's got counterplay. Even every perk in the meta, I mean, you're supposed to have counterplay, but like, it doesn't feel overpowered. I feel like the survivors can outplay me. The survivors, and I can outplay them. It just depends on how the game works, how everything works. Yeah, I think it's more balanced. You can win. It's not too difficult. It's just, yeah. I think it's the most balanced it's ever been in the entire of the game's history. So yeah, well done for the devs. But that's the video. Obviously, I said that's the 20 hot takes. If you got a hot take of yourself, put that shit in the comments, and that's the video.